Hi, in this video I am going to explain marginal costing statement. So before I am going to solve this problem, let me explain what is the meaning, what is the basic concept of marginal costing. Then I am going to explain each and every terms used in marginal costing statement. So what is the meaning of marginal costing? So marginal costing can be understood in two different aspects. One is economic point of view, another one is accountant point of view. So according to economic point of view, cost incurred in producing an additional unit of product is termed as marginal costing. For example, if you have produced 1000 unit, now you are going to decide to increase the volume of production from 1000 to 1100. For that additional 100 units, how much cost you are going to incur? That cost alone is called as marginal cost, that is additional cost. According to accountant point of view, marginal costing applies to the total cost obtained by adding prime cost and variable cost. In other words, it can be called as total cost other than fixed cost is called as marginal costing. Let me explain variable cost and fixed cost with an example. For example, if you want to stitch one shirt, what are the item is required? 2 meter clothes, 10 buttons, 1 thread, labor charge and sewing machine. These are the essential item in order to stitch one shirt. For one shirt, 2 meter is required. No, each meter costs 100 rupees. For 2 meters, 200 rupees is required. 50 rupees value of button is required, 10 rupees value of thread is required, and 100 rupees labor charge is required, and one sewing machine. So before you solve this, you need to identify what are the items variable cost and what are the items of fixed cost. So all these items are variable cost and sewing machine is fixed cost. Why? Because if you want to increase the production, if you want to stitch 10 shirt or 20 shirt or 1000 shirt, you need to go for more number of cloth, and buttons also you need to increase according to the production, and thread also you need to increase according to the output, and for labor charge also, for one shirt you are going to give 100 rupees. No, for 10 shirt how much amount you have to pay? 1000 rupees. For 20 shirts 2000 rupees. In the same way, each and every variable cost you need to increase proportionately according to the output or according to the requirement. Whereas fixed cost means, as I told earlier, fixed cost amount will be remain same. There will be no changes in fixed cost. You are not going to buy 2 or 10 machine for each and every shirt. With the help of one sewing machine, you can able to stitch one shirt or 10 shirts or 20 shirts. So according to the requirement, you can increase the output, but the fixed cost always remain same. Just see the problem. Variable cost per unit for one shirt. Just take the total of variable cost 360. So 360 divided by one shirt, this is a variable cost per unit 360. If you want to increase the number of output from 1 to 10 shirt, for 10 shirt 2000 rupees value of cloth is required, 500 rupees button, 100 rupees thread, labor charge 1000. For each shirt 100 rupees, for 10 shirt 1000 rupees. So total variable cost 3600. So a variable cost per unit for 10 shirts 3600 divided by 10, you will get 360. If you go for 20 shirts, 7200 divided by 20, 360. So variable cost per unit always remain same, but the amount will be vary from 360 to 3600, then 7200. So according to the output, you need to incur more number of amount. So investment is required in variable cost, but cost per unit remain same in case of variable cost, whereas fixed cost per unit will vary, but the amount will be remain same. For one shirt 2000 rupees value of sewing machine is enough. For 10 shirt that one machine is enough. For 20 shirts the same 2000 rupees is required. Okay, but when you calculate per unit, fixed cost per unit, 2000 rupees divided by one shirt you have stitched. No, for that 2000 rupees per unit or per shirt. For 10 shirt 200 rupees. For 20 shirt 100 rupees. When you increase the output, the fixed cost per unit will always diminishing or decreasing according to the output, but the amount will be remain same. So variable cost per unit remains same. Fixed cost amount remains same. Variable cost total amount will vary, but the fixed cost amount will always same. So now I am going to explain marginal costing statement. With the help of marginal costing statement, you can derive the various formula which is required to solve all these things. So let me explain marginal costing statement. For that, first you need to take sales. Sales minus variable cost is equal to contribution, then minus fixed cost, profit. This is a simple method of solving all the problem. So marginal costing statement means first you need to take sales and minus variable cost, then you will get contribution. I told you no, variable cost means variable cost, it's the additional cost which is required to produce additional output. While you adding additional output, additional production, you need to incur some additional expense. Why? Because variable cost is always vary according to the production level, but fixed costs remain constant. Let me explain clearly about variable cost and fixed cost. So variable cost means it represents those expense which increase or decrease in proportion to the output and sales, but variable cost per unit remain constant, but amount means variable cost is vary according to the production. Now I am going to explain fixed cost. Fixed cost means it represents those expense which do not vary in total with the change in volume of output for a given period of time. But fixed cost per unit will always fluctuate according to the production level or according to the sales level. So both variable cost plus fixed cost is equal to total cost. But marginal cost means only you need to consider variable cost. Why? Because fixed cost remain constant whether it is increase output or a decrease output, fixed cost remaining same. There will be no changes in fixed cost, but variable cost always fluctuate according to sales or production. Just look at the problem. You are given the following data for the year 2014 of the company. So these are the information is given. Variable cost 6 lakhs, fixed cost 3 lakhs, profit 1 lakh, sales 10 lakhs. With this information, you need to find out profit volume ratio. Profit volume ratio means PV ratio. And second one, break even point. Break even point means break even is a point where there is no profit and no loss. Below break even is a loss zone, above break even is a profit zone. But break even means where there is no profit and no loss. So you need to find out where we are going to get exact cost is equal to sales. Then profit when sales amount to 12 lakhs. So sales value is given. With this given sales value, you need to calculate profit. How much profit we are going to get out of 12 lakh sales. And sales required to earn profit. So profit is given. In order to get 2 lakh rupee profit, how much volume of sales is required? These are two controversy. First one is you need to find profit, and second you need to find sales. Here sales is given, here profit is given. Then last one, margin of safety. Before you solve the PV ratio, first now I am going to frame marginal costing statement. Marginal costing statement. Sales. What is the sales? 10 lakhs, no? Put 10 lakhs here. Minus variable cost. Variable cost 6 lakhs. Balance 4 lakhs. This is contribution. So contribution means marginal cost. Sales minus variable cost is equal to contribution. Then you can consider fixed cost. Fixed cost 3 lakhs. After deducting fixed cost, you will get profit. So profit is given, no? 1 lakh rupees there. Now you can frame various formula. You can find out the answer. So first I am going to solve PV ratio. They ask you to calculate these things, no? Profit volume ratio. For that I am going to use this marginal costing statement. So what is the formula for PV ratio? Contribution divided by sales into 100. Contribution means sales minus variable cost is equal to contribution, 4 lakhs. divided by sales. How much sales? 10 lakhs into 100. What is the answer? 40%. So first solution is over. Second one, break even point. As I explained earlier, break even means where there is no profit and no loss. You can find break even point in units and in rupees, but in this problem only rupee value is given. You cannot find break even point in units. With the help of this only you can able to find out break even point in rupees. So what is the formula for break even point in rupees? Fixed cost divided by PV ratio. What is the fixed cost here? 3 lakhs. 3 lakhs divided by PV ratio 40%. What is the answer? 7,50,000. Then third one, profit when sales amounted to 12 lakhs. Sales value is given. With this given sales, you need to calculate profit. What is the formula for that? Required profit is equal to sales, that is given sales. 12 lakhs is given, no? Given sales into PV ratio minus fixed cost. You can able to find out required profit. What is the given sales in this problem? Profit when sales amounted to 12 lakhs. Just take the sales, 12 lakh sales here. PV ratio 40%, no? Just apply that. Minus fixed cost. So fixed cost remain constant irrespective of sales. The same 3 lakh rupee you can apply here also. This is a profit, required profit with given sales. Then fourth one, sales required to earn a profit of rupees 2 lakhs. Here profit is given. They ask you to calculate the volume of sales with given profit. So given profit is 2 lakh. You are going to find out sales. Fourth one, required sales is equal to, this is the formula, fixed cost plus desired profit divided by PV ratio. You can able to refer the break even point. So break even point means fixed cost divided by PV ratio. So break even means where there is no profit and no loss. Above break even is profit region, below break even is loss region, no? So fixed cost plus desired profit is equal to required sales, where you are going to get this much of profit, that is your desired profit. Just find the break even and add along with the desired profit, you will get required sales. Just apply this formula. Fixed cost remains same, no? Just write 3 lakhs. PV ratio 40% plus desired profit. So what is the desired profit in this problem? Just refer the problem. 2 lakh rupee, no? Just add that amount here. $12,50,000. So this is the required sales in order to get 2 lakh rupee profit. Then last one, margin of safety. Margin of safety is nothing but difference between actual sales and break even sales is called as margin, that is profit. So margin of safety formula is actual sales minus break even sales. What is the actual sales according to this problem? 10 lakhs, no? Just write 10 lakhs here. What is the break-even sales? Just refer the second one. Break-even sales 7,50,000. Difference between actual sales and break-even sales is equal to margin of safety. Let me explain again. Sales minus variable cost is equal to contribution. Then minus fixed cost is equal to profit. With this marginal costing statement, you can solve all these things. So first one, PV ratio. PV ratio means contribution divided by sales into 100. Contribution means sales minus variable cost. That is 4 lakh contribution is there, no? Just put 4 lakhs rupee divided by 10 lakhs into 100, 40%. Next one, break even point. Break even point means no profit, no loss. That is fixed cost divided by PV ratio. Fixed cost 3 lakh rupees, no? Just put 3 lakhs divided by 40%. 7,50,000 is a break even point. Then required profit with given sales. So given sales is 12 lakhs into PV ratio. That is, you can apply the same formula. 40% minus fixed cost is equal to required profit. That is 1,80,000 is a required profit. Next, required sales. Fixed cost. So desired profit. Profit is given. With that profit, you need to calculate required sales. So the formula is fixed cost plus desired profit divided by PV ratio. 3 lakhs divided by 40% plus 2 lakhs. 12,50,000. Then margin of safety. Margin of safety means difference between actual sales minus break-even sales. Actual sales is, according to this problem, 10 lakhs. Just write 10 lakhs minus break-even sales 7,50,000. 7,50,000 break-even sales is equal to 2,50,000 margin of safety. Hope you understood PV ratio, break-even point, required profit with given sales, required sales with given profit, and margin of safety. Thank you.